We got Andrew Schulz talking about Shannon Sharpe, and I mean, come on. What did you expect? You know, when Andrew Schulz start talking about somebody, I definitely want to be a part of all the savageness. Before I get into this, let me know why you guys like Andrew Schulz in the comments. This is Rich House Comedy. I need new subscribers like you if you enjoy comedy, savage comedy, dark humor, things along them lines. And let's get right into this.
I'm going to tell y'all something, man. I do agree that this is a shakedown. I do agree that Shannon is being targeted, but you can't shake down nobody if they don't give you nothing to shake. You can't target nobody if they don't give you nothing to target them for. You know, like, Shannon is 56 years old. There is absolutely no reason for a 56-year-old man, 54-year-old man at the time, to be hollering at a 19-year-old.
At all.
Why are you even hooking up with OnlyFans girls outside of the fact that they're so
But it's not SA. It's just, I think like it's immoral, and I think it's ethically immoral.
fucking hot? It's unbelievable.
And that's what I mean. That's what I'm talking about when I'm stupid. But that's what I'm
how
talking
could
about.
they be so stupid to have sex with a girl on OnlyFans besides the fact that they're so smoking hot gorgeous?
No, bro, at 19?
Wait, what?
No, at 19 years old, no.
She's not 19? She's, how old is that girl?
She's 22 now. Yeah, she was 19 when he met her. He was 54.
We talking about 22-year-olds. That's what I'm talking about right now.
You're next, buddy. You gonna be
I'm talking about 22-year-olds.
Like, here's the thing. You got to have stability and discipline.
I look with my eyes, not my dick.
No, that's a lack of discipline. That's what that is right there, because a 54-year-old person with that much to lose should not be talking to a 19-year-old. Like, listen, it may be legal, but just common sense should say, you know what? This is not what I want to be into.
Also, if you
by the way,
if you hook up with a girl on OnlyFans, it's guaranteed this is going to happen. This is a 99% chance this will happen.
Absolutely. But how green is Shannon Sharpe? He's not a rookie. This ain't a 19-year-old. This is a 23, 4.
I mean, he had a new part in his life, too. I mean, he got newfound fame. When you got newfound fame and newfound success, it's a different feeling.
Your 23, 24-year-old
I had
mistake.
a good joke, but I didn't know if it was racist or not. You said, how green is it? And I was like, a mile?
Man, shut up. No, how green is he that he ended up in a situation like this? How is this 19-year-old, 22-year-old woman now able to line him up in this way?
You know what's so funny is that when I did his pod, he said this thing to me. It was so peculiar. He's like, I don't get into the elevator with, like, he said single women, or was it single white women? I forget what he said.
Just he don't want to be alone with women in the elevator because anything can happen.
I don't ride the elevator with single women.
Yes,
so
you cannot do
if
that.
a single woman is on the elevator, I gotta wait.
Wait, why don't you? Because they just get too horny.
No, I don't.
Why do they get
run the risk? Sometimes
run the risk of what?
Sometimes the mention of impropriety is enough to sway people's opinion of somebody.
Really?
So I don't do that.
So if a single woman's going to go into an elevator,
I'm not getting on it.
And what do they think?
So why would he say that on an interview and be in a situation? This is insane.
Like I don't let women servers come into my room to bring food.
Really?
If they come to clean the room, I leave the room. I sit in the hallway till they're done. Then I go back into the room.
Now, have you ever like blown someone's mind with that? Like, has a girl ever?
No, I mean, a lot of times when people see me, it's like, okay, you can get on. I was like, no, I'll wait till the other. They said, no, it's fine. And I just keep it moving like that.
And do you think that they're thinking there's like some reverse racism thing there?
No, I don't know what they're thinking.
Do you clutch your purse when white women walk around?
I tell my crossbody, nah. Because if I'm on the elevator by myself and a woman steps on, I'll get off.
White women only or black women?
It doesn't matter.
And I
see. Now I got to look at Shannon Sharpe in a little different light, because you can't know these things and be in this situation. This type of situation is for people that just don't know no better. You understand? If you agree, right, agree. If you disagree, right, disagree. I thought he didn't know no better. He was just caught up. Nah, he know what he doing.
I felt really bad in that moment. Like I was telling Al when we were doing Flagrant, I was like, I felt really bad. I was like, wow, this is another like racial dynamic that I don't understand. Like he's a large, muscular black dude, and he has to be concerned going through his everyday life that a random woman could feel threatened and then like call the cops and he could end up in jail for absolutely nothing. I was like, there's a level of racism to this I don't even understand.
I think that's a level to it too, but I think it's just a level of success.
What do y'all call it? And do y'all agree with Andrew Schulz? Because I do think it is a level of racism, and I think it's a level of I think people are scared. Why? I don't know. They're not scared when the roles are reversed. You know what I'm saying? Because there are a lot of successful white men that date younger women, and I don't think that the perception is the same. But I do think that it comes off with a different perception as a black man. That's just my opinion. I would love if you guys would add your 2 cents to that.
Period.
Yeah, and absolutely level success.
Yeah.
Period. But then I see this. I'm like, what the fuck?
You can't
be worried about an elevator, but then talking to a girl on OnlyFans.
That's my point. And
they make money by selling the sex.
That's my point.
So if they're you, please believe you're paying for it. You're paying for it one way or another. But this is
maybe he said that to you because he was going through this at the time.
Well, yeah, Tony Busby said they have been contacting him since February.
Yeah. I mean, just keep in mind, if you're talking to any girl on OnlyFans, this is bound to happen to you. This is 100% guaranteed.
Inevitable.
I don't know. I don't know why any guy would.
Yeah, but
do this with a girl on OnlyFans outside of the fact they're melt your balls. But I don't get it. I don't get it.
I have never seen. I don't know the last time I've seen somebody handle something like this so badly.
Wait, why do you think he handled it poorly?
Oh my God! I mean, first of all, number one, when the person has that much audio of you. A person has that many text messages of you. A person has alleged video of you. You know what you should be doing after you get sued? Shutting the fuck up.
Oh, and just going right to court?
Shutting the fuck up. Let the courts handle everything. Let your lawyer.
Yo, if you are innocent, I think you should speak on being innocent. You should not allow nobody to just say whatever they want about your name. I disagree.
Handle everything. You shouldn't be making those statements. You damn sure shouldn't have your lawyer doing a press conference saying, I can't believe she filed this lawsuit because we were about to settle with her for $10 million. Huh?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Huh?
That's crazy.
I was surprised when I first heard this. I thought Lanny Davis misspoke. Fairly early in the conference call, he mentioned that Shannon Sharpe, during efforts to settle the case before the lawsuit was filed, offered tens of millions of dollars to the plaintiff. And he used that phrase several times, tens of millions of dollars. And I, along with other people who were on the call, asked questions. The way it worked was you typed your question in. You didn't actually verbally express the question. So you type the question, you send it, and you wait for them to answer it. Multiple people who were on that call asked the question of, is it tens of millions or is it 10 million? What's the number specifically? So eventually, after saying tens of millions several times, Lanny Davis said that Shannon Sharpe offered at least $10 million to settle the case. Now, I practiced law for 18 years. I was stunned by that.
But I actually.
What you mean that was bad? That right there is an admission of guilt.
That's crazy.
And by the way, it don't mean he's guilty. But listen, when you're first of all, anytime you're settling, it looks like an admission of guilt. And when you're settling for $10 million, you're telling people, I know I did something that's worthy enough of me settling.
I feel like the amount you settle at shows your level of guilt.
I disagree.
Oh, you're bugging.
You're
crazy.
He works for Disney. He's like, hey, even though I think this is all bullshit, but I think he's just like, I don't even want the image of me choking some girl to be out there. So
what do you mean choking the girl?
They have a video. No, but they have a video of the sex that they had. And I bet you on the video is the choking stuff. So he's like, hey, I worked for the mouse. I don't even want this out there. It's worth paying her $10 million.
The mouse isn't even where Shannon makes all of his bread and butter.
I'm just saying. But
no. Huh? When you pay once, guess what happens? Forever. Everybody comes out to play. Diddy is proof of that.
That's
Michael Jackson is proof of that.
This is what I assume Busby's doing, is like dropping this and to see if it's basically breadcrumbs. Well, Busby said, is anybody else going to come out?
Busby said he wasn't going. Busby said the only reason he put that stuff out is because of how Shannon Sharpe didn't respond when they put her name out there. When they started to put her text messages out there. He said he put all this other stuff out there because of how they were trying to discredit her. Once again, that's why you shut the fuck up. Here's the thing. You know, Shannon knows whatever the relationship was with him and that young lady. Maybe he wasn't aware of the text messages. Maybe he wasn't aware of the video. I don't know. I don't see how he couldn't have been.
What do you mean he wasn't aware of it?
Maybe she had these screenshots and he didn't know. Maybe she videotaped him and he didn't know. That's the only explanation I could think of why you would come out so hard after you've been sued like that.
But you don't haven't we seen people get killed in the court of public opinion?
Exactly.
Who gives a fuck?
While you're just trying to be quiet and let the courts deal with it?
Who gives a
I mean, his career.
I do.
Who, if you're innocent, who gives everything? Everything will come out, and you will come out clean in the long run.
This is
Who gives a
completely separate thing here, but like, let's say she drops the charges, right? How many new signups you think she got on her OnlyFans?
Yeah, a lot.
I bet you she quadrupled her OnlyFans just from the buzz of this.
Well, guess what, Andrew? I respect her because she showed more emotional intelligence in the last 48 hours than Shannon Sharpe and his
Why?
whole team. Because she hasn't said not a word.
Yeah.
I realize why y'all fumble money all the time, and I realize why people fumble opportunity all the time. Because people are ridiculous. Like,
Tell me. What do you mean?
a lack of emotional intelligence because they care too much about what the court of public opinion thinks as opposed to the court of law. You're being sued for $50 million and you know that your attorney already tried to settle for $10 million? And you're doing a video comparing yourself to Jay-Z? Jay-Z didn't settle.
His attorney tried to settle for 10?
Are you listening? Yes.
Oh, I thought that's what his attorney offered $10 million.
His lawyer did a press conference and said he was shocked that they sued because they were approaching a settlement for $10 million that she turned down.
To not release the sex tape.
To not come out, period, with the story.
Leave it alone.
I thought it was to not release the text.
No,
if it's to not come out with the story, then it seems like an admission of guilt, which I know he's not saying that he did anything, but that would be how it is digested by the audience.
He don't want it to show exactly.
The concern is the public opinion might view it. A lot of times in settlement cases, when somebody settles, the public opinion is this admission of, hey, I did this wrong. What a lot of people don't realize is that if things go to court, it could be really expensive, and it's actually cheaper to settle than it is to continue. And usually with the settlement, you say, hey, you can't talk about this case at all. And now in your mind, the case goes away. And
$10 million is an admission of guilt. I don't think you throw $10 million away because you're innocent. I think you're not going to do that. Because if you're innocent, you could go to court and fight for under $1 million to actually be, all charges dropped. I like Andrew Schulz view on this, and I definitely like Charlamagne's a view on this because it's not as simple as people think, and you have to look at it from a different set of eyes, too. Even though, and the reason that I'm saying that is because he is a powerful man. And he was going to be considered to be powerful with money and powerful in just as a person. So, yeah, it's dangerous for both parts. I am just disappointed that he would get outsmarted by such a young woman. But that's where a lot of people get mistaken. They think because somebody's young, it don't matter. It do matter. All right. I would love to know you guys' views in the comments. Obviously, I'm not just watching this by myself. I'll let y'all know what I felt about this. Let me know y'all views. We need new subscribers as well. So make sure y'all subscribe and hit the top bell. And I will see you on the next one. I'm out of here.